Valentine's Day is coming. It's another time of intense pressure and pleasure. Pressure for some, pleasure for some. Because you see, February 14th, we no grief for pressure. We enjoy and we live in contentment. So let's talk. Let's discuss. Are you under pressure? Do you feel like February 14th is coming and I don't know what to do? This video is not just about Valentine's Day. This video is about the pressure that comes from being in a relationship that doesn't meet Instagram standards. A relationship where you don't go on enough fancy dates. It seems like you're the only one in a relationship because you're not being flown out for vacations 3 times in a year. I'm making this video today to tell you that you're not alone. I have been through it. In 3 years of dating, my then boyfriend, we went on only 8 dates. And that's me being generous because if you count horseback riding in an open park, then it's up to 8 dates. 8 fancy dates. To be honest, according to Instagram standards now, that's not fancy at all. Oh. Like it's not fancy at all compared to what you guys are doing now. Like I see you guys buying mansions for Valentine's Day. Bruh. Please, if you're single, I want you to breathe very hard. Breathe deeply. Take up all the air. Don't allow anybody not let you breathe. Okay? So in this video, I'm sharing my story. I'm just really gisting with you guys about the pressure that comes with this season and how I was able to navigate it and how maybe you can navigate it as well. Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Daniela Ukwa, the one and the only that you know. And in this video, we're talking about pressure. Pressure. It's a season of intense pressure and intense pleasure. So pressure for those who don't meet Instagram standards. Pleasure for those who are content and are grateful for their relationship. So it doesn't matter what you see or what you have or what you don't have. You're just grateful that you have good, godly love. Then it's a season of pleasure for you. So let's talk about it. I remember then just talking about how we went on only 8 dates and somebody was like, I can't even do it. She's like, if my boyfriend doesn't have the money, I have to live the good life. He better go and borrow to make sure that I have everything that I need or everything that I want. And I was just thinking to myself, wow, it's just a lot of pressure. And I also want to say, like, because we're gisting, it's interesting how in a season of love, we put the burden of expressing love to each other or with each other on one person. So we expect usually the guy to go out of his way to show us that he loves us. What happened to the other part of the relationship? So if you're feeling pressure, chances are that you're feeling somewhat pressured because you are literally waiting for someone to determine how well you enjoy a day that was meant to be for appreciating love and your loved ones. Why can't you be the one to go ahead and say, look, I want Valentine's Day this year to be special. And you might not have a lot, but I have some money and I'm going to make it special for you. How about you pay it forward? How about you gift it to your partner to say, look, we're going to have a good time within the means that I can afford. So another thing that makes people feel pressure is the sense of uncertainty. So you can't really tell. I mean, I love surprises. Even though I don't like to be surprised, it's a very weird thing. I love surprises, but I don't like to be surprised in a way that is so shocking. But I love to, I love the mystery behind gifting me something, buying me a gift on my birthday, and I don't know what you're getting from me, just the intentionality around it. I really like it. But when it comes to a day like Valentine's Day or even your birthday and your partner has expressed to you that, oh, I don't really have this much, but I want to make it count. You can even suggest to them, oh look, I know you're working with with a very, very tight budget. How about we go to this place? So maybe somewhere you've always wanted to go, maybe a museum, maybe you guys take an intimate night out, just make it count for yourself. Like, I can't even wait to see what's going to happen on the streets of IG, of Instagram and TikTok. I cannot wait. But what I'm looking forward to is to see more people who are content and intentional about their relationships. Another thing that could help you be intentional about your relationship is to understand seasons and times. Now, I'm not talking about people who have some form of financial advantage, right? Yeah, they do well, but you're just uninterested and unintentional about your relationship. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people who love to go out for each other, go the extra mile for each other, but just can't afford the to do it the way they would want to because of their present situation. One thing that has worked for me in the past is to also spend that day visualizing and just talking about the things that you would do when you eventually have enough, have as much as you would want, right? That has helped us a lot. Just taking time out to say, baby, don't worry, I will spoil you. Don't worry, this morning I will make it, I will spoil you sleep. Like, I'm going to fly you everywhere. There's just something soothing about that. Knowing that somebody's thinking about it. It doesn't matter where we are now. Somebody's thinking about you, thinking about a future, of a good future with you. I think that's very interesting and very romantic. Another thing that could help you get through this season is to prioritize bonding over an activity. So the truth is, I have been on fancy dates before, and I know well that you can spend so much on a date and still not bond or connect during that date. It can be all about the pictures you're taking, or the band, the live band there, or just having a good time, and you're not necessarily bonding with each other, but you're interacting with other things or other elements. So I want to say that the goal of maybe going on a date or a fancy outing is to foster a stronger bond. So why don't you prioritize that? Some romantic gestures are not so expensive, right? If both of you are book lovers, can you guys go to a library and just do a picnic in there, read books together, talk about the books, talk about your favorite authors, what the years that the books were written, and things like that. What you guys bond and connect over. Don't wait for people to determine and dictate what love feels like to you. And if you feel the need to share it, right, with the world, or you feel the need not to share it with the world, then that's your decision. But the key is that this is a period, a moment of love and of pleasure and excitement and appreciation. Don't let what you do not have rob you off of the blessings that you do have, that can't be quantified with money, that can't be purchased, that cannot be reserved with money. I remember those times, one of the things that we loved to do was to go on journeys, like go on car rides together. So we just drive together and gist and laugh and, run errands together. I mean, there are tons of ideas you can do to make your partner feel appreciated and loved that maybe don't cost you money. But I want you to challenge yourself to say, I'm not leaving this to one person. I'm going to make it a contest of love. So who can outlove the other person, who can show appreciation for the other person more. Another way you can stay away from pressure in this season is to remember the good things that your partner has done for you. Remember the many ways they've shown you they've loved you. Remember the sacrifices they've made. Remember the words they have affirmed you with. Remember how they prioritize you over a lot of things. Remember how they are there for you. Remember how, like, a good thing to do before Valentine's Day is to sit down and write down things you're grateful for your partner, right? Things you're grateful for about your partner. It gives you perspective. So when the day comes, what you did not do or what you did do doesn't really determine the kind of appreciation and joy you feel for your partner. I want you guys to make this day count. I want you to, after the 14th of February, come back here again and leave me a comment to say, I enjoyed my day because I had a better perspective towards this. I didn't let pressure get the best of me. I pressured the pressure. That's what I want you to do. And that's why I chose this set, because I wanted you to, I wanted us to connect. Because when everything goes, all the lights are out and you're on your bed, there is that feeling that could come, the temptation to feel dissatisfied. But remember, the things that matter the most in life are not seen. They are not seen. Now, if you have the opportunity, the resources to spend lavishly on your partner, I want you to do that. Go ahead, buy that shoe, buy that new phone, buy that laptop, book that trip. Do what you would want someone to do to you on this Valentine's Day. So remember, this video is not for people who do not appreciate and prioritize their relationship. It's for people who feel a sense of love, satisfaction, sacrifice, joy, and appreciation for their partners, but don't really have a lot of financial resources to show and express this. This is to tell you that sometimes the little things that count, and it's how you perceive and how you esteem those gestures that determines the weight of it in your heart. So guess what? You can change your perspective. There are people who have received expensive gifts and they just said, I just wanted you to be here. That's to show you that value is what we place on it. So I want you to place your bond, your love, your appreciation, place more value on it this season. So I want you to go ahead and take the front seat in framing your perspective and enjoying this season. Make it count. Stay away from pressure. Enjoy it and don't forget to dream. Don't stop dreaming because this is the least you will ever be. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment saying I did enjoy it and I have a better perspective towards expressing and showing love for my partner. My pastor says this. He says, nothing is small until it is compared. Nothing is too small until it is compared. Stay away from comparison, embrace contentment, and you realize that your life is the best there ever is. Somebody somewhere is looking for a life that you have. Somebody somewhere is looking, dreaming, praying for the love that you both share. So don't let external factors determine the joy you experience in your relationship. Sending you all the love and light, and I'm looking forward to seeing all your pictures on the gram. Looking forward to seeing your comments on how you spent your day and wishing you all the love. Have a great day.